Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. So today we are going to decorate a ship's wheel because our theme kind of this year is sailing into third grade. So these are going to be posted on our bulletin board in the hall for everyone to see, to get to know each other. And even if you are a remote learner, we want to get to know you too. So you will upload a picture of it when you're done so I can print it and put it on our board. So anyways, this is a ship's wheel. So like you would be driving the ship, and it is going to represent our interests and hobbies. So I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what I'd like you to do. Now you can work on this all week. If you can't finish it today, then you will work on it tomorrow too. You'll have the morning time. Okay, so it looks like I want to the first thing I want you to do is write your name in the center of your wheel. So I would write Mrs. Aubin. So I'm going to put one out there as well. Okay. And then I want you to think about your interests, your hobbies, anything that you can tell us that will help us get to know you better. So I'm going to say, I love reading on one of these, right? I love reading. Another thing I want you to know about me is that I love to hike. I love to hike. I'm putting exclamation marks because I really love it. Another thing that I love, and you'll see this got cut off a little. I'm just going to draw it in. I love teaching. I got to see some of you in person today. It was amazing. Made me so happy. I love teaching. It's like a hobby and a profession. I'm so lucky. What else? I love reading. I love to hike. I love teaching. And of course, I love my family and friends. That's a given, right? I love my family and friends. And of course, my students. And then I love wildlife and animals, all animals. Maybe I'll just write animals because I love my dogs and my cats. So I'm not going to fill out every single one of these. I'm going to use those to draw some pictures. So make sure you have your colors with you. And I think you should have found the wheel, the ship's wheel, in your bag when you picked up your supplies for remote learning. So now I'm going to draw for I love teaching. I'm going to put a little apple here because apples remind me of teaching because that's kind of what we refer to in teaching. I don't wonder how that happened. I think because people used to bring their teachers apples every day. Maybe that's it. Hiking, I'm always in the mountains, so maybe I'll draw some mountains up here on this one. Like here, the mountains, because I'd love to hike, and I will make some trees kind of here. We got trees all around. Because if I'm gonna hike, really I need mountains to hike. When I go to Florida, I can't hike, I walk. It's not quite the same. Okay, so that represents my love for hiking. And then I put reading, so why don't I draw some books? So this is your chance kind of just to be creative. So I'm gonna draw a book that's kind of like open. I'm reading a really good book right now, and it's about the circus. It's very interesting, actually, but World War II, so it's a little sad as well, but very interesting. I love reading books. I learn so much from them, especially historical fiction, where I can learn about history. That's like my favorite. Okay, so I know that's kind of weird looking, isn't it? For a book. Maybe I should draw a bookworm. Draw a little worm here because I'm a bookworm. My mom worked in a bookstore when I was little, So I always went to work with her and got to read books while she was working. Now she worked at the library. So I've always been around books. So I would consider myself a bookworm. So I love teaching animals. That's a fun one. And my students. I think that's plain. I think I might add, I might use my colored pencils. So it's kind of fun to use your new supplies. It's fun to color and draw and be creative. So maybe I will just draw, some color in the background. You could do little rainbow colors. I think my color is my favorite colors. That can help me. I've always loved green the most, but I have to say, lately I'm kind of getting into blue. I think blue, I like blue because it goes with my eye color, and then I don't look quite as old when I wear blue. Something you got to think about when you get older. All right, so I've got some green in there, and now some blue's kind of one of my colors. I'm gonna add a little blue. You could do a pattern if you want, you don't have to, and so forth. I think I'll do this one blue. I do love yellow. You'll see in the classroom there's a lot of yellow because I like brightness. I like the sun and it makes me happy. So that would tell you something about me. You could even add more pictures onto these if you want. You can be creative and do it however you want. And I don't want to spend too much more time. I don't want you to have to watch me decorate. I'll do a little bit of yellow and then I will stop and show you the next part of this activity. And remember, you can work on this throughout the week. We would like, Mrs. Harrison and I would like to have these by, I think we said Friday. It's on your assignment too. So say you finish the whole thing. I'm not quite done. I'll go back and finish it. Then we're going to cut it out like so. So I would cut out my wheel. Which is a little tricky. I'm going to try to do it under here. You want the wheel to be separated with the handles, right? But you're not going to cut out the circles. So I'll show you this and then I think you will understand. I don't think you need me to do the whole thing. So you would cut it out like so, around each handle. And it would end up, by the time you're done, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 handles that have been cut out along the edge. So you're just going to go around the edge and cut it out. Okay, so we want to put these up on a bulletin board for our Sailing into Third Grade theme. So we would love if you are a remote learner to take a picture of this on your Chromebook, which we've shown you how to do. I can post that link again on how to take a picture and upload it to your computer. And then once you've done that, we will get it and we will print it. Also, on the bulletin board, we want your face, just your face, to go under this. So it'll look here. Let me stop sharing my screen so you can see better. So you'll have your face and then you'll have this under it for the bulletin board. And again, I know you're remote, but what's nice about that is you're still a part of our class and we want to know you and know what we have in common with you. So if you could take a picture of your wheel when it's done, so hold it up to your camera so it's pretty big. I want to be able to see the whole thing like that. Then take a picture of it and then just your face. So it's going to be, you don't want your whole body. So just take a picture of your face and upload that picture and send that to me too with this assignment. And then I'll be excited to print them and get those up on the board. Let us know if you have any questions. And again, you have till Friday to get it done. Have a good time with it. Be creative.